Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel again. So in the previous video, as we saw that we blew our 10k account and we took another 5k account and we are down like 264 USD again. So I will just simply break down the day 1 and the day 2 of the new account. So what I did, what all things happened, and is there anything that we could learn maybe. So this is the day 1 and this is the day 2. I took 5 trades here, and here I took only one trade. I just divided it into two lots. So just I will quickly jump to trading view in order to break down the trades that I took. So the 5 trades, as we can see here, that I took was basically, so as coming back to first the higher time frame. So we are having some great buying pressure kicking in from the weekly demand zone, as we saw, and we were having a 4-hour order block and we were having a 1-hour order block here as well. So ideally I was planning to trade a buy from here, but it never came here. So I was planning to sell from here up till here, or up till point 0.5. And also the sell trade was based on these kill zones. So we had this Asian high, we had this London high. It went up at 15 minutes, 15 minutes got absorbed, so it was our setup that was being formed. So if I will just quickly jump to smaller time frame in order to break down how I took what was the entry model or whatever it is. So these trades I never took them, I just, because they ended up in profit, I guess, I don't know. I just draw this. I was just analyzing what will happen, because there was no such setup forming here. So yep, the US session swept the London high and the Asian high, and I was looking for some confirmation for some buys. So as we see that we had this buy to sell order block which was being formed as breaker block, and also on top of that, if I will just quickly jump to a smaller time frame again in order to like completely break down the trade. So these are the two trades that I took. So I just divided the lots basically. So first is we had this buy to sell and we got a closing below this. Also we had this order block that was coming in, we had a change in the state of character, change in the state of delivery, and I just entered the trade at change in the state of delivery. How the change in the state of delivery is there? Because this candle you see is basically a sell candle, so these are not closing, a series of up close candles was above, not below. So I took an entry here and I just kept my SL at, if I will go to 3 minute or 1 minute itself. See, just lock this. So we had this buy to sell and we have a change in the state of delivery here. So we had an order block where the selling pressure came in as well. So I just put my SL below above this. So even if it got a bit, even if it came here to grab a bit liquidity, I have some room to breathe. But it straight went to the SL, but it didn't violated this thing, this particular high. And also if you will see, 15 minute was also below the Asian highs and the London highs. So these are the Asian and the London high, and no, sorry, not this. So it again came up and it got absorbed. So it was again a setup that was being formed. So I thought, okay, let's plan for a re-entry, as this was this trade was as per our setup. So I basically took a re-entry here after this first SL. So after this first, after getting stopped out for the first time, like I took an entry twice. Like we can take entry at least twice. So if we are having our setup is what I think, and I just followed that. So if you will see here, I basically took a re-entry after getting stopped out here. Again we had a buy to sell breaker block. It closed below the breaker block. Yeah, one mistake I did is I should have considered this low and then a lower low, then this should be as our mitigation block. But again we had a change in the state of delivery, we closed below it, and I just took an re-entry when it entered this particular fair value gap that was being created. And I just again, it went up, it came down, and then I just got stopped out again. So just that is why, if I will just quickly jump to funding pips in order to show you the trade. So okay, I took a buy trade, but I cut it at break even. Then I took a sell trade at 21.9, 22.8, 22.28. So 1 2 3 4. Okay, so first was open at 4217, 4217. Quickly jumping back to TradingView, 4217. So this must be 4217, 4217. Yep, somewhere here. So this was the first entry. Back to funding pips. Second trade was 4217. We took a loss of 102. We got stopped out. Then 4213. Again a re-entry at 2211. 4213, 2211. 42. This is closed. Sorry, this is closed. So this is 4213 at 22.8. 4213 at 22.8. 4213 at 22.8. So this must be the second one. 4213. Yeah, somewhere here. 22.8 is around here. 22.8. Yep. So this was the second entry. I again got stopped out, and then let's see what I did. So as far as I remember, I just took these two trades only. So the second, then again we got a loss of 154 USD. Then same day. So this is done. Then 2214, I again took a re-entry. Oh my god. Okay, I took 0.8, 5, 3, 5, 5 and 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2214 and 2228. 2214 and 2228. 2214 and 2228. 2214 and 2220. 2214 and 2228. 2228. So here itself I took the entry again. So I just added the lots maybe, because we had a formation of an FVG here. So 22, 28. Yes, so we had an FVG here, right? So I just added lots here because I was confident, because this is basically our setup, right? So I just took trades out of our setup itself. I should have not added the lots. That was the mistake. I didn't trade any other setup. Then for the day today, which is 15th, I took two sell trades. One give me a loss of 43, and so this is just 0.1. So on a 0.1 lot I took a loss of around $70. So today's trade was also somewhat similar. So we had this, we were bullish, I was bullish as well. I was planning for buy trades only, but something happened. So this was, I even planned this 15-minute order block buy trade. I thought of having a good buy trade from here, but it never played out again. So what happened is, it started consolidating in London session, right? As you can see, if I will just, the indicator is loading. So this is basically, so the indicator is loading. So it started accumulating in London, and it manipulated, and it broke the London high. I will wait for a second to load. Yep. So it broke the London high, and at 15 minutes it also got absorbed. So it was our setup of liquidating the kill zones, and yep, so it got absorbed. And at 1 minute, in order to explain the entry model, so we had a great sharp fall that came into the picture, and we had an FVG at 13 minutes. So this is the buy inefficiency that converted to sell. It entered the FVG. This is the inverse FVG that it entered into. So if I will just remove some useless things, I will explain what I've drawn here. So this was a buy to sell that converted to inverse FVG. It entered it and it gave us a good moment, but then it got reversed. I took a late entry. I didn't plan it here. I took an entry here after a bit more confirmation that okay, we are experiencing some selling pressure from here. So I took an entry somewhere here up, like just before this buy candle, and then it just reversed, and we covered some pips for sure, but it then got reversed, and I just planned my SL above this inverse FVG. This was the best possible position I could thought of. So this is the trade I took today. Now if I will just quickly remove this, as I have already broken down the trades for today, which was pointless. As we know that we have great buying pressure coming in, I should have not planned sell trades, but the setup was forming for sell, so I just took a sell. Nothing more than that, nothing less than that. That was the simple logic. Then we had this was the good trade as well, but we had a good fair value gap. 15 minutes we had a pullback and then a break of structure. It came into the FVG and then it went up, so we could have planned one trade here, but I didn't saw any great confirmations here. So as you can see, it entered the FVG and then it just started making these small candles. Now it is in good momentum for sure, but who cares. Anyways, so once it entered the FVG, then it was giving such small buy candles, so I wasn't able to find any good setup. But yep, after this sweep I could have taken it and it would have been a good trade as well. Like we could have captured some good moment, but anyways, this was not my setup, so I just avoided this. We are just trading good order blocks and the liquidity sweeps. So if it would have came here at this 15-minute order block, I would have for sure taken this buy trade, but it never came here. Even if I thought I have written that 50% booking the positions from here to here, but it just got reversed. So okay, some days or some weeks or some time is not meant to be. So we traded our setup, we followed the rules. So for me, I am winning the challenge. Maybe we are ending up in loss, but yep. So that's it for the day. So this is the day 1 and day 2 for the second account, and we are in a loss of 5%. So more 5% would breach this account as well. So progress is nothing, like this is shit, and we are having like $200 remaining for the day, and more 250 to 220 to go, like 50% to go for blowing up this particular account. So yeah, let's see how this week goes, and that's it for the day. Thanks for staying till here. Have a good one. Bye for now.